Hello friends, Kevin here, and today we are going to Azabudai Hills and visiting the Pokemon Art Exhibition. This is a temporary art exhibition available out here in Tokyo, Japan, and I must say this was the most difficult thing I've ever had to get tickets for, ever. It was super well worth it to go through the hassle of, 1, creating an account for the actual mall itself, 2, waiting in a queue system only to figure out that the majority of the time slots were already booked, 3, activating a time slot and realizing that I had to create a Lawson's account in order to actually order a ticket. They send you a QR code once all that is done, and then on top of the QR code, you have to bring that QR code to a physical Lawson's machine itself, and then get this, you're not done. You have to input your order in kanji in order to get a paper voucher, which then you bring to the teller, and then the teller prints you your tickets. This is insane to get a ticket for this thing. But you know what? I got an awesome video out of it. So please enjoy this Pokemon art exhibition, starting with all of these Eveeloutions, which are absolutely beautiful. Everything you see here is made out of gold, tin, and silver, and copper, and bronze, and all these statues are so well detailed and put together. Look at this Mewtwo here. Whew. Terrifying. The Pokemon Art Exhibition showcases a captivating blend of Pokemon and Kogei, a term encompassing various traditional Japanese crafts like pottery, metalwork, and textiles. Prepare to be amazed as you see your favorite Pokemon reimagined through the lens of these ancient art forms. As you can see here, there's delicate ceramics, sculptures, and each piece is a testament to the artist's skills and creativity. I'm absolutely mind blown by everything that I've seen here today, and the admission was well worth the price. Pricing for the tickets was about 1,800 yen, and it was super well worth it. The exhibition is open from November 1st to February 2nd of 2025, so be sure to check the official website for the latest information and if it gets extended. Getting there is quite simple. Azabudai Hills Gallery is located in central Tokyo, and you can easily reach it by public transportation. And take your time to enjoy each and every single piece of artwork, because there is no readmission. The second that you leave, you're done. You can't get back in. But the fun doesn't stop there. Azabudai Hills is actually packed with a bunch of delicious restaurants and other museums readily available. They also have a honey store where you can just actively try different honeys from all across Japan, and it is a real good time. Look at this silly looking Magikarp. I just love him so much. He's such a beautiful little Magikarp. And look at this gigantic Venausaur. My goodness, the sheer amount of little bubbles on him, his little freckles, and the detail in the eyes. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Such a beautiful sculpture. I would love to have this in my home. And for those of you that like water type Pokemon, take a look at this Krabby. So well put together. So scary. And a poison type Arbok. All the scales very, very well detailed. Very nice. This here might look like your traditional vase, but when you zoom in, you can see the detailing. Tons of Pokemon scattered across this entire globe. How many Pokemon can you spot? And this wonderful plate that's too beautiful to eat off of. Look at that Rayquaza, that Kyogre, that Groudon. This is so awesome. All these strands here, individual Pikachus put together to make these giant strings. They also sell these in the gift shop. They're quite expensive though. Traditional yukata with wonderful Pokemon art all over it. And this is potentially one of my favorite pieces of art here in the museum. These gigantic glass sculptures of this artist's depiction of Pokemon and going through the entire world. And you can spot one of my favorite Pokemon right here, Garbodor. And this piece is actually super interesting. It's a transformer. It's a Rookidee that actually transforms into a Corvisquire. Crazy. And then they start showcasing a couple of their mugs, cups, and things that are available in the gift shop. Now, a lot of these are actually gold-plated and are sold for quite a bit of money at the gift shop itself. Some of these cups range from like $200 to $300, which is wild, but would make an extremely awesome souvenir. And if I'm going to be spending that kind of money on something like a tea set, you know it's going to have a Pokemon on it. Heck, I try to justify spending that much on cards all the time. The vases that you see here are absolutely stunning, and I can't even put into words actually how large these things are. This Charizard one was the size of my entire torso, and the detailing on it was crazy. The entire art museum would take about 30 minutes or so to complete, and I would love to share this entire museum with you, but unfortunately my camera was running out of space. So I rushed around and tried to showcase as many of the coolest looking pieces as I can for you before we head on over to the gift shop. We had an absolutely action-packed day this day, because not only did we book the Pokemon exhibition, we also booked the Team Labs art exhibition right after. They also had a cafe available which had a bunch of Pokemon sweets, and everything was relatively affordable. Unfortunately, we just didn't have enough time to visit the cafe or wait in the gigantic line. Luckily, we were able to stop by the gift museum and pick up quite a bit of stuff. We picked up the Pokemon art exhibition books, we picked up a bunch of postcards, tote bags, and a bunch of shirts. We also picked up one of these exclusive plushies just to the museum itself. I absolutely love all these exclusive Pikachus. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like this video, why not check out some of our other videos. We're going to be in Japan for the next little bit, so for more food, travel, gaming, and more, give us a subscribe, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Oh, and if you haven't watched the last video, we visited the Pokemon Center in Shibuya, and it has a gigantic Mewtwo in the front. It's pretty cool.